Welcome to We Are the City. This is a series of inspirational videos where we've asked some of the city's most senior women to share their inspirational stories with you. We hope by watching these clips you will feel motivated enough to go on and live your own career dreams. We really hope you enjoy what we have to share for you, and once again thank you for being members of We Are the City.
The reason behind these videos is to inspire more women to take up careers here in the city. So let's get started.
I work for Ernst Young, professional services firm, and I lead the D&I function for one area of the firm, which is EMEA. So that's Europe, Middle East, India, Africa, which put very simplistically is 90 countries and 65,000 people.
You must have had a million challenges throughout your whole career. Tell me how the most fundamental challenge that you can think of and how you come over it.
Okay, well, the bulk of my career, most of my career has been in human resources, and most of it's been in investment banking. So I think being in human resources and investment banking, one of the biggest challenges is having a seat at the table, because the people issue is not always front of mind when you're trying to make money. So it's actually being valued and having a voice.
And how did you overcome that?
Probably ongoing, probably haven't quite overcome it, but I mean, I think the best piece of advice I was ever given was make it relevant to the business. Don't be evangelical about people. Look at what business is trying to achieve and make what you're doing support what the business needs to do.
So how did you end up in a diversity role?
Total accident, and we all preach to people, take any opportunity that comes about. I volunteered to do it as a sort of hobby because it sounded interesting, and it grew from there. I mean, this was 10 years ago, where D&I didn't really exist in the city, and it's obviously an extension of human resources because it's about how we value our people and how we work with our people. So for me, it's the lovely bit of human resources.
Why do you think Ernst Young are kind of implementing a diversity program? Why do you think they're doing that?
I think anyone would say this, but the reason I'm at Ernst Young is they believe that this is fundamental to their success. We want to beat the other big three, and we have to find a differentiator, and for us the differentiator is our people.
We've spoken to a lot of women over the course of the evening, some of them single mums. Your mum, how do you juggle the career, work-life balance? How do you do it?
I'm mum, I've got 3 boys. My husband significantly downsized his role when we decided to have a family, so I'm what you class as the breadwinner. But I think you can't have it all. But I think probably the one thing I've compromised significantly on is I don't have a lot of me time. So I don't have 3 hours on a Sunday to read the Sunday papers. And when I'm not working, I tend to be with the boys.
Do you find that difficult?
No. I don't actually. I'm no heroine. They are fabulous and rewarding.
There's a stigma attached to women that want to go back to a career after they've had children, or do you think that we've moved on enough now and it's just a given and that's what we're going to do as women?
I don't think there is a particular stigma. I think in the old days, in my early days, so my first child's 12, nearly 13, when I came back to work, it was more surprising to come back full throttle, full time, 70 hours a week. I think in the last decade that's changed. You see lots more dads dropping off in the school playground. I think the big problem, which still lives with us, is that we women carry a lot of guilt and think we should be able to have it all, and then worry that we're letting everybody down. So I think the problem lies with us more than with other people.
From a personal point of view, I carry this enormous amount of guilt, and I'm not even a mum or even a wife yet.
You're just practicing.
I'm just practicing for the guilt that's no doubtly going to come. But I think we just want, as women, I think we're just in tune to say that we should have it all and we should be everywhere.
Yeah.
But we can't.
No.
We've spoken a lot tonight about networking.
Yeah.
This is a networking event. Why would you say it was important to network?
When I first got into D&I, nobody knew what D&I was, so I had to go out into the market and engage with people in the D&I world to learn. And I was a serial networker in the beginning. It was every night, every lunch. In fact, I was put out if I missed an opportunity. But I learned so much, and I, hand on heart, can say I have never ever been to a networking event that hasn't been of some value. So I've either met a person or people that either immediately or in the long term have been really useful, or I've managed to link 2 people together, or I've learned something, or I've gone somewhere new. I've been to the most fabulous places all around London, and I think the investment has been the biggest, the most important investment I've made in my career.
If you could just lastly just summarise for We Are the City members what piece of advice you would give to them and why?
I think use everything on offer. Think strategically, use people as mentors and sponsors, go to as many events as possible, go to everything first of all just to work out what's right for you. And talk to people. People in our world are so willing and able to help and give advice and share their experience. And I just think we don't ask people, we don't open people up.